Hello students, now from today's lecture we are going to start with the new chapter of unit number 3, that is chapter number 10, file and exception. So first in this chapter the type of file on which we are going to work, that is .txt file, that is your notepad file. So in today's session we are going to learn how to create file, how to read the content from the file, how to delete content from the file. So all such thing we are going to learn in today's lecture. So text file is nothing but a computer file that contains only text and has no specific formatting such as bold, italic, images. By default we type some characters. We can do some formatting because we are having so many menu options are there. So format also is one of the option with the help of which we can change the content, like we can make the text bold, italic, like that. In Python, a file is categorized as either text or binary. Means in Python we are going to handle two types of file. First one is text file, that is .txt, and the second one is binary files. And the difference between two file types is important. Text files are structured as a sequence of lines where each line includes a sequence of characters. Each line is terminated with a special character called the EOL, that is end of line character. There are several types, but the most common is the comma, which is we use to indicate that the current line is ended. That is for just to indicate end of the line. We are making use of uh, comma operators or dot operators. Okay, so text file is nothing but we are having a sequence of line, and the sequence of line contains the text or character. A backslash character can be also used, and it tells the interpreter that the next character following the slash should be treated as a new line. So if you want to indicate that this particular sentence should be displayed on the new line, then we can make use of comma operator, and along with the comma we are having one more option, that is backslash. This character is useful when you don't want to start a new line in the text itself but in the code. Like we are using /n. So hello /n world. If I am writing this particular text inside printf, what will happen? The hello will be on same line, and after /n whatever we have written, now in our case we have written world, so that particular word will be displayed on the new line. Okay, so similarly backslash, while writing the line will be a single line, but while printing or after execution, the words which are present after backslash will be displayed on the new line. Then we are having second type of file, that is binary file. Binary file is any type of file that is not a text file. Because of their nature, binary files can only be processed by an application that know or understand the file structure. In other words, they must be applications that can read and interpret the binary file. Means we are not binary file for us are not visible, but all the binary files can be handled by the application. There are different application. Means while sending, we are sending some PDF and file, but while processing, that particular file is converted to binary one and then it is executed. So like that, this particular execution occur in case of binary files. So binary files are nothing but normal files, but they are actually processed by the applications, not by the users, like in case of text file. So the topic now which we are going to start, that is how we will create a text file in Python. So this is the program to create a text file, and we are adding some text into that file. So if you want to create a file, we have to make use of one method, that is open method. So just see the example, f equal to open into round bracket t1.txt comma w. So t1.txt is name of the file which will be automatically created, where you will save the program. Of course, you are going to write the program in Python, right? So once you have written, we have to save the program. So wherever you will save the program, in that location only the file name which we are created, that is t1.txt will get created. So we don't need to specify the separate path for creating .txt file. Wherever you want the file, just save your .py program, that location. Then the file will be created in the same folder. So by using open method, we can create file. So open method is having total 2 parameters. First parameter is name of the file with .txt extension, as we are creating text file. And then we have to specify the mode. Mode means W stands for write mode. Now we are creating a file and we are opening that particular file in write mode. Write mode, why? Because I want to write something in that file. This is the reason why we are opening the file in W, that is write mode. Like write mode, we are having so many other modes also that we are going to learn in next slide. But currently, if you want to create file and if you want to add some content, then create a file with the help of open method and just open the file in write mode by providing second parameter as a W. Then now we want to write something, that is now we want to add some text. So to add text in a file, we are making use of write function. So f.write into round bracket within a double quotes we have written hello. So it means the file which we have created t1.txt, in that file the hello word is added because of f.write. F is nothing but name of the file. In place of f you can take any name. But again, rules and regulations are similar to the variables. That is, file name should start with the character. It should not contain space. It can have only one special character, that is underscore. And the file name should be meaningful. So all these rules and regulations we have to use while deciding the name of the file. So now in this program, our file name is F. Then I also want to add one more line into my file, that is Tushar Sambre. This is name of the person. This is actually a name of our textbook author, SET publication. Python programming books author name is Tushar Sambre. So f.write into round bracket, the name of the author, that is Tushar Sambre, is given. And then once you are done with the file, means now you don't have something more to add, then simply close the file with the help of close method. So just write down name of the file and then close method. So f.close we are applying means now we are done with adding the content to the text file and now I want to close the file. So by writing this program, the t1.txt text file will be created and which will contain 2 sentences, hello and Tushar Sambre. So this program we have used. So write method is used to add a line in the text file. Then as we have used W mode, that is write mode, like write mode we are having so many other modes also. That is, first one is R mode. So R when we are using whenever we want to read the content from the file, in that situation we can use R mode, and the reading will start from the 0 position. That is, from the first line only it will start reading the content. Then we are having one more mode, that is R plus. R plus means open for reading and writing. Again the stream is positioned at the beginning of the file, that is from the beginning only we will start. So R plus means we can read the content as well as we'll write the content. Then we have W mode. So W mode means truncate to 0 length or create file for writing. This stream is positioned at the beginning of the file. Again same content is there. And like R plus we are having W plus also. So we can, if you want to read as well as write the content, then we can have this particular file. And there are some differences, that is, file is created if it does not exist, otherwise it is truncated. The stream is positioned at the start of the file. So here also in any actually mode, if we are taking, that is R plus, if the particular file is not present, that particular file is created and then the content is read from the beginning of the file. Then we are having A mode, that is open for writing. So the file is created if it does not exist. The stream is positioned at the end of the file. The subsequent writes to the file will always end up at the current end of the file. So basically in A mode file we are using a mode just to write the content or just to add the text. But here the difference between W and A is that in case of W, the insertion start from the beginning, and in case of A mode, the insertion start from the end. So again we are having A plus also, that is used for reading as well as writing, but it will start reading and writing from the end of the file. Then we are having next mode, that is RB. RB is basically used if you are if we are having binary file, okay, and that file if you want to read, then in that situation we can make use of RB, that is opens a file for reading only in binary format. The file pointer is placed at the beginning of the file, and this is the default mode. And next we are having RB plus. So plus means again the file will get open in binary format, but that is used for both the purpose, that is for reading also, for writing also. Then we have WB. Again W stands for writing. So if you want to write any content inside the file which is present in binary format, then we can make use of this particular file. And suppose if you have created T1 file and which is already exist, so WB mode, what it will do, it will overwrite the content of the file, okay. So this is the thing. And like WB, we are having WB plus also, that is for writing and reading binary format. If you want to read a file which is present in binary format, or if you want to write something in the file which is present in binary format, in that situation we can make use of WB plus mode. So these are the modes which we are using. Now next topic is the file object attributes. That is, there are total 3 attributes which are associated with the file object. First one is closed, which returns true if the file is closed and false otherwise. Then we have mode, it returns the access mode with which the file is open. And the last one is name, that is if you want to return name of the file, then in that case we can make use of name attribute. From the example it will be clear to you. First we are having one file, that is t2.txt, which contains 2 lines, Tushar Sambre and Airoli. These 2 lines are there in t2.txt. After that we have created one f1.py, that is Python file. We are going to write the code in Python software, and the code which we have written is f equal to open into round bracket t2.txt comma r plus, means we are opening the t2.txt. So basically open method, what it does, if the file is present, then it will take the content from the file depending upon the mode which we have set. So now in this program we have set the mode as r plus, means we are opening the file for reading purpose. So the file is already exist and we are just opening it for reading. Then in first print statement we have printed f.name. So now just now only we have seen, that is name attribute is used to display the name of the file which we have opened. So f.name will display the answer as t2.text, right, t2.txt, because this particular file we have just now opened. Then we are having next f.close. The f.close will return the answer as false. Why it is false? Because we are still open the file, we have not applied close method on the particular file, means we have not yet closed the file, and this is the reason why the answer is written as false, because close method will tell us that whether the file is closed or not. If it is closed it will return true, if it is not closed it will return false. So in our case we have simply opened the file, we have not used close method, and this is the reason why we will get output as for f.close method as false. And then the next one is f.mode. So definitely it will display the mode. Which mode we have used in this program? R plus. So it will display R plus as answer. And then we have applied f.close, means now we are done with the formalities or whatever we want to do with the file, that is done. So I am simply closing the file by writing f.close, f1.close, right? And now again I have printed the same attribute, that is f.close, but now you will get the output as true because we have applied close method. So our file is closed, so this closed attribute will return the answer as true. So I hope this is clear to you. These are the 3 attributes which are associated with the file. Now next we are having so many file methods. So one by one we are going to learn this. So first method is f.read. If you want to read the content from the file, then we can make use of read. Like write we have already used. If you want to add some text inside the file, then we are making use of write method. So similarly we are having read method. So if you want to read the content of the file, then we can have read method. So just see the example. Again you have to imagine the content of t2.txt as Tushar Sambre and Airoli. This is the content of file t2.txt. So we have just opened the t2.txt file in a read mode, and then print into round bracket we have written f.read. So what this particular line will do, because of f.read we have used read method, this particular sentence will read the content from the t2.txt file and display the entire content of t2.txt file as output. So just see the output, you will get output as Tushar Sambre Airoli. This is the content of your t2.txt, so entire content is displayed. Then we are having one more way to use the read method, that is read method can have parameter. It can have integer parameter. So just see the second example. Again f equal to open into round bracket t2.txt comma r, that is we have opened t2.txt file in read mode, and in print we have used r dot read into round bracket 4. So we have specified 4. So 4 means it will read only the 4 characters from the beginning of the file. So just see the previous output, the beginning character was Tushar Sambre. So it will read only TUSH, only 4 characters from the file and display only those characters. So I hope this is clear. That is in two ways actually we can use the read method. If we are not providing any parameters, so it will display the entire content of the file. And if we are providing integer parameter, then it will display that number of characters as output. Then the next method is read line. Read line means if you want to, because of read method what happened, it read all the content. In previous example we have seen. But if you want to read only a single line, right, and that is also beginning line, I am talking about beginning line, then in that situation you can make use of read line method, which will read the content of the file line by line. So just see the example. That is we have opened t2.txt in a read mode, and then we have applied f.readline. So because of this particular code you got the output as Tushar Sambre. So Tushar Sambre is the only first line of our file. So that is the only one line which we got as output. There is a one more line which is present in t2.txt, that is Airoli. It is not displayed because of read line. Why? Because read line will start reading the line from the beginning and it will read only a single line at a time. Okay. Then we are having one more method, that is read lines. Read line means basically it will read all the lines, but while displaying the output it will display the /n after each and every lines. So just see the output, it will display all the lines, but the way of displaying output, just see that is the lines are displayed in the form of string. That is Tushar Sambre is the first line, but it is displayed in a single quotes. So in the form of string we are getting the output, and in each and after each and every line we are having /n. So this character is used just to show the separation of the line in the output. So this is the read lines method use. Then we are having write method, which we have used now only, that we are having t1.txt. Just see the example of write method. If you want to add some lines or some content inside the file, then we can make use of write method. So now in this program, current program, f.write hello we have added, and the second line is Tushar Sambre. So 2 lines we have added, and whenever we want to perform write operation we have to use w or w plus mode, like that we have to use. Then the next function is tell. This method tell you the current position, cursor position with the file. That is if we are started reading from the first line, so current cursor position will start from the 0. Okay. So like that it will start. It will tell the current position of the cursor within a file. And then there is one more method, that is seek method, and which is having two parameters, that is offset, and after that the second parameter is optional. So seek method, this method changes the current file position. The offset argument tells the number of bytes to be moved, and then from argument specifies the reference position from where the bytes are to be moved. So just see the example so that these two parameters, that is what is offset and what is from, will be clear to you. So just see the program. We have opened t2.txt file, okay, in a read mode. Then st equal to f dot read into round bracket 6 means we are reading the first 6 character. And again consider the content of t2.txt as Tushar Sambre on the first line, and on the second line we are having Airoli as a text. So from that file only we have readed only starting 6 characters by writing f dot read, and that 6 characters we have stored inside one variable, that is st. So st is having first 6 characters. So first 6 characters is nothing but the first we are having name, that is Tushar, which is 6 characters. So that will be read and stored inside the st variable, and then we have simply display the st variable. And now we have applied tell method, that is f dot tell. So previously we have read already 6 characters, means currently our cursor is at 6th position in a file, right? Because we have already read the 6 characters. 6 character means 0 to 5 are read. So our cursor will point to the 6th value, 6th index number. So now after reading 6 characters, if I am applying tell method, then the sentence which we have written pos equal to f dot tell, the pos will contain the 6 as a value, okay, because we have already read the characters till 6th index, 5th index, and so this is the reason why now our cursor is at position 6. So now we have simply displayed the current file position, and in that we have displayed the pos variable, and we got the output as 6. I hope this is clear to you. We have read 6 character, that is 0 to 5 we have read. So now our cursor it has position 6th, index value 6. Then after that we are applied seek method. Seek method means f comma seek into round bracket 0 comma 0. So first parameter is nothing but the offset, so which indicates that the number of bytes to be moved. So we have written 0. 0 means we don't have to move reading by any bytes, means we don't want to change the position of the cursor. We will start reading from 0 only. And the second parameter is from, in which we have specified the 0, that is position from where the bytes are to be moved. That value also we have provided as 0. So 0 comma 0 means we are telling the interpreter that start from the beginning of the file, okay, and don't move the cursor directly to the specific value. So this is the reason why 0 comma 0, and after that we read the 6, okay, 6 characters, and again when we display the string, then we got the same string, that is Tushar. Why? Because here we have started with the 0 and we have not shifted the cursor by any lines or any time, and this is the reason why we got this output. Sometimes in place of the 0 you can provide the -1 also. So because of providing -1, what will happen? The reading will start from the end of the file, as we have learned the positive and negative indexing. So if we are providing -1, then the file will start reading from -1, okay. So that you will get to see. Then we have one more function, that is os.rename. Basically if you have created one file and you just want to rename it, then that is again possible through the coding with the help of rename method. Rename method contains two parameters. First one is current file name, means the file which exists, and second parameter, that is the new name which you want to give to the file. So these two parameters we need to use, and basically this is file function, means we are using this file function to apply on the .txt file, but it is a part of OS module. So this is the reason why we have to import the OS directive, OS module, by writing import OS, and OS module contains rename method. So we just have to write down os.rename into round bracket within a double quotes the name of the current file, that is t2.txt, and I just want to change the name of t2.txt to st.txt. So that we have to apply. So, and after that print file renamed successfully, this message we have displayed. So rename method is used to rename the name, but it is not the part of file, it is a part of OS module. So if you want to use any module methods which are belongs to OS module, then we have to import the same module by writing import OS. Again, the next method is also part of OS module only, that is remove method. So remove method means if you want to remove or if you want to delete a file, then in that situation you can make use of remove method. Again, the way is same. First we have to import OS module, then file.remove into round bracket text2.text we have applied. So means we are removing the text2.text file. So if this file is present, then it will be removed. If not, then we will definitely get an error that file does not exist, like that. And then we have simply printed the file deleted successfully, so that we will get idea, that is, this is a kind of acknowledgement that we will get whether the file is renamed or not, whether file is removed or not. So for the same we are printing the print statement after applying rename remove methods. So these are the methods which are associated with the file. So in today's lecture we have learned about the concept or files in Python. Okay, so this much is there in today's lecture. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.